The New York Boat Show is the oldest boat show in the country, believe it or not, just concluded here in New York. Recreational boating still going strong off the pandemic highs. With demand so strong, boat makers couldn't keep up. The main pain points being a combination of high demand, missing parts, even freak weather all jamming up production. We spoke to the president of Regulator Marine about why it was so hard to ship these boats.
Supply chain was awful. I mean, we couldn't tell our customers when we were going to deliver a boat because we were running out of things. I mean, we ran what we call a waterfall chart. And that waterfall chart was to actually show us when we were going to run out of different components. And, you know, we would look, resin. I mean, who would have thought in the middle of a pandemic you would have an ice storm in Texas that would disrupt a boat process?
Yeah, the resin needed to kind of make those hulls and keep them watertight. Regulator Marine's a big fishing boat brand. Count celebrity chef-like owners Tom Colicchio, who we saw there at the show looking at some Regulator Marine boats. I think he'll be able to get a boat, though, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if they can get the parts they need to build the boat that he wants, I guess. She talked about that ice storm, which obviously was a freak kind of one-off, but are supply chain problems still happening?
Yeah, they're still kind of there, here and there. You know, the main supply chain problems are sort of what they're still sawing in the pandemic. They saw in the pandemic, and they're still seeing a bit of those now. We spoke to the NMMA head about that as well, and here's what he told us too.
95% of the boats here are made in America. It's made in America product, a dominant made in America industry that exports. But a lot of the inputs come from offshore and parts that go into the boats while they're manufactured here. Like all the industries, we saw disruptions in the semiconductor area, and if you look at just one engine, you could have 150 semiconductor chips just in that engine.
Yeah, so that old chip crisis affecting the boating industry too, and it's going to get even worse because they're doing a lot of autonomous and EV type technology in these boats. So it might even be kind of it might even slow down that rollout even more.
Wow, this is really interesting, and you're taking a look at some of the boat builders there on the screen. I mean, what was the overall takeaway from the expo, the conference itself?
You know, these guys are fairly positive on the industry going forward. They think that they bought a lot of boats in the pandemic. They still like the boating kind of lifestyle. They're seeing, a lot of these companies are telling me that they have like allocations they're already done for the year in 2023, even 2024. So the boating industry is still pretty strong right now. So they're fairly positive on the industry, despite the fact that we have a lot of these macro headwinds coming up, potentially.
What's the vibe of the boat show? I've been to the New York Car Show, right? And you really get a broad swath of different people. I've been with my kids before. Like, what's the crowd like at the boat show? Were there a lot of people there? What was it like?
We went on the second day, which is Thursday, and over the weekend it's a much bigger crowd, but a lot of dealers, a lot of kind of passionate people like Tom Colicchio walking around. You know, a lot of big people who are the fisherman industry, huge. People, they're very passionate. They want new boats. They want these nice boats to go out. They're very competitive. They go out all year round, right? Not just the summer. So for the fishing industry or the boating industry, they love that kind of subset. But also people like you or I who maybe live by the water, Saz.
How do you get these assignments, Pras? I've been watching this. I mean, this is plush stuff, my man.
Yeah, you know, a little afternoon action at the Javits Center.
Just because he's at the Javits Center doesn't mean he's buying the boat.
That's true. Well, he's not telling us, but he may be.
I've only driven a pontoon boat, okay? So that's the extent of my captaining.
I mean, I saw Dougie Fresh perform once at the auto show. I wonder who the performer is, if anybody performs at the boat show.
Probably like Christopher Cross, someone like that.
Oh, that would be very appropriate.
You hear a lot of yacht rock,
or maybe
that's what people play, right?
Maybe Leonardo DiCaprio. He was on the Titanic, right?
little violin.
Need a different boat show.
Margaritaville pop-up, I feel like would be good.
A lot of Jimmy Buffett.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm sure. All right, thanks, Pras.